won't believe this. 42 South Africans living in Ireland have been deported. Ireland is saying that they should go back to their country. Before we go on, we should know that things continue to rise in South Africa. Tempers are high. In fact, there is one particular man that is saying in South Africa, a South African man, is saying that he is tired of foreigners living in their country because if he looks around, these foreigners...
A few months ago, the government of Tanzania repatriated thousands of Burundis, like literally, thousands of Burundis were pushed out of Tanzania by the government of Tanzania. Yet, no one called it xenophobia. Rather, it was framed as immigration enforcement. A few weeks later, similar action occurred in South Africa. The immediate label is xenophobia. The question is why? Why do we judge South Africa differently?
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Hope all of you are doing well. Do you know 42 South Africans were deported from Ireland, some of them with criminal cases? Yes. Have you seen it trending on social media? No. Guess what? They don't want to talk about it. Out of that 42, it looks like one Nigerian family was also deported. But you know South Africans are carrying... They have left the 42 South Africans that were deported. They are only talking about the Nigerian that was deported along with them. Have you seen the hypocrisy of South Africans? South Africans, I thought you guys don't travel. I thought you guys don't travel. Some of them with criminal cases, so some of them with children, with their husband. Did you see any video of Irelands? I don't know how they call Irish. Is it Irish people? Did you see any video of them beating up the South Africans? South Africa, I want to react with this to this Nigerian guy video. According to him, he says Tanzania a few months ago, is it a few weeks ago or a few days ago, Tanzania deported Burundi, deported some foreigners out of their country. Did you see videos of Tanzania hitting the foreigners? We've not seen videos like that. People misunderstand when Africans say South Africans are being xenophobic or they are being Afrophobic. The reason is South Africans are wants to fight for illegal foreigners. They want illegal foreigners to leave their country. No one is against that. But the way they are going about it is very wrong. Imagine they say they want illegal foreigners to go, but they go to this foreigner shop, they start looting their stuff. They meet foreigners, they start beating them. Some of them have been unalived. A lot of them. Is that how to go about solving immigration crisis or immigration issue? Is that how to go about it? See Ireland, they deported them back to their country. They never hit them, they never looted their things, they took their things back to their country. But South Africa, theirs is different. It seems as if South Africans are not fighting for illegal foreigners to leave. They are looking for means to survive. They are looking for means to loot. That's the problem with South Africans. No one is against them saying they want illegal foreigners out of their country. No one is against them. But the way they go about it is very wrong. It's wrong. Anyway, South Africans, South Africans, make sure those 42 you give them job, okay? Give them job, because if they don't have job, they will join these protesters. They will start, oh, foreigners are taking our job. Foreigners are taking our job. South Africans are the most craziest people on earth. Anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Please take a look and watch this video.
Own cars. He has worked for so many years, but he's not been able to acquire a car for himself. So he needs all these foreigners out of their country.
We are tired of foreigners. I'm working here since 2014 up until now. I don't have nothing. I don't have even a car, but they have cars. They bought the cars.
But while this man was actually saying this, there were 42 South African nationals that were living in Ireland. Ireland is an European country. Their currency is euro. And there were these South African men and women that are living in Ireland without papers. They do not have documents. They went there and at a point, they decided to plead with the government that they are seeking for asylum. You seek for asylum when your home is kind of chaotic, when you don't have peace, when there is war, when you have a reason that if I go back home, maybe I'm in danger, or if I go back home, this and that will happen. That is why I'm seeking asylum. So the Irish police actually read through the asylum that they are seeking and saw that, no, you have to go back to your country. And these 42 nationals actually contains 9 South African men, 18 South African women, and then 15 South African children. And they call them the Garda National Immigration Bureau of Ireland. I mean, hold on. The Irish Justice Minister actually stated that his name is Jim O'Callaghan, said that the entire amount that they spent on deporting South Africans from their country go back to your to South Africa is about 735,000 euros. 735,000 euros, my South Africans, if you are watching me, is about 13,794,480 rand. That is how much the Irish police and the Irish system, they spent to deport 42 South Africans, including 2 criminals from their country.
Even with identical actions. Watch before I say something else. Watch the video by yourself. Burundi is being sent back to Burundi by the government of Tanzania.
Thousands of Burundian refugees are being pushed out of camps in Tanzania, with many accusing authorities of forced repatriation. Here's what we know. In recent weeks, buses have been arriving at the Burundi-Tanzania border, carrying refugees returning from camps such as Nduta and Nyarugusu. According to the UN refugee agency UNHCR, more than 40,500 Burundian refugees have returned since the start of 2026. But many refugees say the returns are not voluntary. Some refugees report that homes in the camps have been destroyed and that schools, hospitals, and churches have been shut down, leaving families with little choice but to leave. We can't do anything because the police shoot at us if we try to resist, one refugee told AFP. Migration expert Stephanie Schwartz of the London School of Economics said the situation amounts to 100% coercion and therefore completely illegal. The UNHCR says it is concerned, acknowledging demolitions and increasing pressure of refugees. But the agency maintains that most of the more than 300,000 Burundian refugees who have returned since 2017 made an uninformed choice. Burundian officials insist their country is now a haven of peace and security. Tanzania has hosted hundreds of thousands of Burundians who fled decades of conflict and political violence, but camps are now being closed, with Nduta expected to shut down by June 2026. Some refugees say they would rather endure hardship in Tanzania than risk returning home.
So South Africa is expected to shoulder the failure of many African countries' leadership. But when it comes to other African countries doing the same thing that South Africans are doing, we don't apply the same standard. The question is why? I mean, when Tanzania repatriated thousands of Burundis, it was framed as immigration enforcement, not xenophobia. But when it is South Africa, the immediate conclusion is often xenophobia. No question asked. But let's be realistic here, because beyond that label, beyond this propaganda to paint South Africans with the same brush, we must tell each other the truth. And the truth is that African leaders must focus on the root cause of the crisis facing the continent today. Because beyond these migration issues that we are having in different African countries, you will find out that migration itself is not the problem. The problem lies in bad governance. Literally every African country today is struggling with unemployment, poor infrastructure, weak leadership, weak institutions. There's no African country today where majority of the people are not struggling to survive. Corruption is also a problem. So when everything is said and done, the African leaders' inability to create economic opportunities, jobs, stable incomes for its own citizens creates these frustrations. And frustrated people usually look for a loophole to vent out their frustrations. So at the end of the day, in this case, foreign nationals in different African countries are the target, because it's very easy to blame foreigners than to blame the leaders. And while you are blaming foreigners in your country for your inability to get a job, earn a living, live a stable life, the leaders that are the root cause of your problem, they use that opportunity to escape accountability. Some of them will convince you that foreigners are the problem, but the reality is that bad governance is the root cause of the frustration you see in many African countries today. And this is not me encouraging migration without documents. No, just because you're an African, you can move to any African country without documents. No. But the reality is that migration is one of the oldest activities in human history. So even if you turn Africa today to paradise, people will always migrate. But at the end of the day, the root cause of the issues facing different African countries today is bad governance. It is time for African leaders to prioritize the interests and the welfare of their own citizens. Every African government has a responsibility to secure its borders and create jobs, provide economic opportunities, improve the education system of African countries. Let it be based on practical, not theory. Because a prosperous Africa can only be possible with accountability and real-time development. Above all, competent leadership. Then we can talk about unity, because without prosperity, unity would not be possible. I take this for free. Unity without prosperity will only create tension. So we need to focus on the real issue. African leaders must wake up. Better governance is the solution. Okay? Improve the living standard of your people. If you do this, migration will be a matter of choice rather than necessity. And the relations between African countries will become stronger. It will be, stable compared to what it is today.
The thing is, this South African matter don't tire all of us. It don't tire all of us. It don't tire all of us. But we are hoping that these people will change. They will never change. Guys, they will never change. You guys saw the video I posted. The white lady was talking about how South Africa says they are only against black immigrants. That means black Africans, not, let me not say black immigrants, because black Americans are also living there. These people, you don't even own anything in your country. Instead of you to fight to own things, the problem is coming from the white people. The white people are just there laughing at you guys. You're there saying foreigners are the problem. By the time those white people will hit you, Ramaphosa, don't come and beg any Africans. So Ramaphosa should not try it. And this, me, I will personally want Tinubu. You see what you people did during apartheid? It should not repeat itself again. It should not repeat itself again. I'm warning Tinubu. You see how Nigeria supported South Africa during apartheid? It should never repeat itself again. That for you guys to use that and give, that for you guys to support South Africa again, better come and give me that money. Let me eat it. Come and give me that money. No, that for Tinubu to use that money and support South Africa, better they should use that money and give it to terrorists in Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. These people will never, they say Africa will never rise up the second time. It will never rise up the second time. Let me see any Africans that will join South Africans in fighting for them. Is it not Wahala that is coming? They want Cape Town independence. When their problems start, no Africa should put their mouth in it. I'm just warning every African that like to throw. We are Africans. We are not Africans. So you are Nigerian, I'm Cameroon. You are Tanzania, I'm Cameroon. We are not Africans with South Africa. South Africa is far away from us. Besides, South Africa says they are not Africans. So let's leave them. Let's leave them. When they have their problem with their white people, let them solve it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys are actually enjoying my video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think in the comment section. See you guys. Bye.